Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. This is Pastor Heber Brown. It is Sunday, July 4th, 2021. And I'm here just to say good morning to you on this beautiful Lord's Day. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. We have a lot of people who have connected with us recently. And I want to say good morning to you. I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about our church in just a few minutes. But usually during the 8 o'clock hour somewhere, I spend some time just as a morning huddle, just to kind of get us ready for the day we're about to have. All right. And as a part of that, what I tend to do is start with a song. And then after the song, we kind of just talk and kind of check in with each other real quick. So let me do that. And then I'm going to greet all the family that's coming in. Y'all come on in the room. Here's my song for the day. My song for the day go like this. This is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. That the Lord has made. Oh, I will rejoice. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And be glad. Oh, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Oh, this is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Amen. That's it. That's what I got today, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I want to say good morning to the family that's in here today. Good morning to you, Reverend Corcoran Smith. God bless you, man. Can't wait to be with you later today. Good morning, y'all. Y'all know this is my God brother Kenny. Good morning, man. Great to be with y'all. I saw you having a great day on yesterday. I think it was Calvin's birthday. Let me know. Happy birthday, Calvin. If it's your birthday yesterday, happy birthday, man. And to all others who are here, God bless you. Grand rising to you as well. Sister Valerie Keys, you know, we are still working through the technology, so we're not exactly live streaming. We got to figure that out like pronto. I'm with you. What we do have is the recap videos that we have from previous Sundays, but let me try to make sure we can figure out something ASAP on the live streaming front. We want to make sure we keep our connection nice and strong and keep the quality nice and good for you and for all others who will be sharing with us on today as well. If we can figure out something today, we will. If not, I might need you to hold on just one more week for us to pull it all together on the technology side. Essentially, you know, when you're live streaming, when a whole lot of moving pieces and parts, what we're seeing is that it requires just a little bit more in terms of the technological capabilities. So we've had to increase our Wi-Fi stream, all that kind of good stuff. Y'all know how that goes. Some of y'all know how that goes. And so we are soliciting your prayers with respect to that. Good morning to you. Oh, his birthday was Tuesday. All right. Happy birthday, Calvin. Love you, bro. Also want to say good morning to you. Really miss you as well. Good morning, Sister Maddie. We're going to make sure we get this live stream together. I know we got so many members of our church who don't live here in Baltimore, but are connected to this ministry. We want to make sure that you remain connected. In fact, toward that end, allow me to share. Let me see. Can I share a quick recap video from last week's service? I think we can do that here. Give me 1 second. We had a great day in worship last week. Thank you to those who were a part of the experience. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And it's not always that, you know, the online thing is good. The online thing is good, right? It's good. And at the same time, ain't nothing like being together in the building. Ain't nothing like being together in the building. And so let me give you, I think I can do it now. Let me give you a little bit of a taste of what last week was like based off of the beautiful experience of worship last Sunday. And here, I think this is it. Can y'all hear that? Can you hear it? Can y'all hear the service? Can you hear the audio? We had a good time.
And when you're trying to ground yourself in an understanding of what you're feeling, God says you got to go deeper than what's readily observable. God says, when I'm in my feelings, I don't stop at the surface stuff. When I'm in my feelings, I don't stop with an assessment of what's happening that I can easily see. God says, I look deeper than what I can see. And I believe that for those of you under the sound of my voice who are in your feelings, or you know that there's a wave of emotions on the way, God says, if you look at what's going on deeper than what's on the surface, it will help you when you're in your feelings.
And today it was such an honor to be in church. It was just wonderful, from the music, the first song, and we were just all happy to be together, and we really, really enjoyed the message. It was just so spirit filled. It was in my feelings, and you know how our pastor is. He explains everything, and it was just a beautiful day. And thank goodness it was also Communion Sunday, and we got to sing some more. And his brother was there playing on the piano, and it was just great. So I'm just looking forward to next Sunday.
Kenny, you said I look like a real Baptist preacher with my robe on. Yeah, man. I just felt like having it was Communion Sunday. I felt like having my robe on. I'm going to put it on again today because I'm excited to be back in worship today, and just grateful to be with y'all. And so last week I preached about Noah, and a lot of us heard the story of Noah coming up in Sunday school and in church, and the great flood. It has strong correlation and connection to the story of Gilgamesh. It's one of those kind of myths. And when I say myth, I'm not talking about a lie or a fake story, but myth in terms of a fable or a tale that's meant to communicate truth. And so we shared on the myth and the story of Noah on last week. And it was a beautiful, beautiful experience, kind of talking about the great flood from God's perspective, and God being able to manage and navigate God's divine emotional state and what that might do to help us as well. And so it was great. And today, y'all, as I'm going through all these Bible stories, just trying to get us reacclimated and invite a fresh interpretation, I'm going to be also focusing again on another familiar Bible story to some. I'm going to be talking about Abraham, Sarah, and Hagar. But today I'm preaching from the perspective of Hagar. I'm lifting up Hagar. How many of y'all ever heard of Hagar? Anybody heard of Hagar? Hagar. Yeah, a lot of people. That might be a story you missed out on. But I'm going to lift it up today and focus on Hagar and talk about her circumstances and what she went through, what she survived, and how it can help us as well. And so look out for more on Hagar today. As y'all can tell, I'm outside. I'm outside for a reason. I want to show y'all a couple of things before we shut down and go on to worship today. But I want to show you one thing, and y'all forgive me on if the internet goes whatever. But have y'all seen this? Wait a minute. I'm trying to make sure you can see it. Check out that message, y'all. Sha'Carri Richardson, you are still that girl. Hashtag decriminalize. This message went viral, y'all. And some of y'all know we've gone viral a whole bunch of times over the years. We've gone viral a few times. As a ministry, we've gone viral with our messages around mental health. we've gone viral with our messages. Our mental health message was, it's okay to have Jesus and a therapist too. That thing went viral. I think Snoop Dogg posted that on his page and it went viral. Then we had another viral message where y'all remember when there was the Breakfast Club. It's Breakfast Club when what's the rapper name? He said, put some respect on my name. I kind of took that and put it on the screen and said, Jesus, put some respect on his name. And then that went viral. And this is one of our latest viral messages. And this message is that right, baby. Hey, Dr. Tara Doty, God bless you. Can't wait to spend some time with you soon. But yeah, Sha'Carri Richardson, y'all know, award-winning, phenomenal track star who was disqualified from participating in the Olympics, or at least has a 30-day consequence now because marijuana was found in her system. And she shared that, she used marijuana to help cope with the news of her mother's death. And everything that I've seen says that she was having just a rough time in her relationship with her mother in general. And then during an interview, an interviewer informed her that her biological mother had died. What a way to find out that your mother has died, right? Good Lord, I can't even imagine what this 20-something-year-old phenomenal athlete in the public eye, I can't imagine how I would, at this stage of my life, be able to navigate some news like that on camera and live in front of everybody. I can't say that every choice that I would have made now, and especially then, would be one that people would be proud of in terms of me trying to cope with that. But we wanted to send this message to Sha'Carri. Let me get her name right, for she come at me like she did with the reporters, rightfully so. Get the sister's name right. Sha'Carri Richardson. We just wanted to send her some love. Sha'Carri, we are just celebrate and appreciate you. You're 20-something years old, trying to cope with life, trying to navigate your journey. And chances are you already feel terrible about, not being able to be on one of the biggest stages on the planet to show off your gift. And so I just don't like kicking people when they're already down. I don't like it. I don't care how holy people think they are. I don't care how, all these people talking about the rules and you got to follow the rules. I get all that. And I don't believe in kicking people when they're down. And I recognize that this is a learning experience for her and for us, and we'll grow from it. If we open ourselves up, we'll grow from it. But I also got to talk about hashtag decriminalize. Now, previously I had hashtag legalize, but I got some helpful kind of pushes and nudges to be like, nah, not legalize, decriminalize. And what's that's talking about? I'm talking about decriminalizing marijuana and cannabis, decriminalizing it. We're at a time when there are so many in this country that are becoming millionaires quite quickly because of how marijuana and cannabis is being legalized. And at the same time, as a Black man in this country, I recognize that the quote unquote war on drugs, which was a war on Black people, made sure that Black folks who were in possession of marijuana, or Black folks who were even selling marijuana, that they did major time for it. And they suffered repercussions and the ripple effect of repercussions around employment and housing and so much more. And so I think it's important at this stage to be quite clear and emphatic and say, that ain't right. It's not right that some people, and when I say some, we're talking largely white men, are making millions off of something that Black people are still being penalized for. There's some repair that needs to happen on that front. There's some ethical shifts that need to happen legally and politically, and even socially, even in our churches. Churches need to be on the forefront of pointing out the ethical hypocrisy of saying, it's okay for some people to become millionaires and to gain a lot of success with respect to marijuana, but still, we still locking up the brothers on the corner. We still penalizing the sisters in the neighborhood. That ain't right. That ain't right. And so I want to be very emphatic about stating that publicly, that at least as it comes to this pastor, I am for the decriminalization of cannabis. I'm for it. I'm for the decriminalization of marijuana. I don't think people should be in jail for it. Now, look, I've never smoked, and I ain't got no plans to start. But at the same time, I don't have to smoke to be able to point out an issue of justice in our community, and an issue that revolves and orbits around an ethical position that we need to take as people of faith. Let me see what y'all talking about. Yes. Sister Maddie says medical marijuana farms. Yeah, I mean, big money's being made. Huge contracts are being made as it is happening, as it become legalized in many states across the nation. Tara Doty says so many Black and brown people are still in prison for marijuana in states where it is legal. Absolutely. In states where, can you imagine being incarcerated, seeing the news and seeing that what you are in prison for is now legal and people are becoming rich off of it, and you're still in a cage because of it? We have to, as people of faith, say, nah, that ain't right. That ain't right. Here's my dear brother. Wait a minute. Here he is. Pastor Lawrence Rogers up there in Detroit. What's up, man? I miss you, man. And blessings to you and your family. Congratulations on the new addition to the family. So beautiful. Pastor Lawrence Rogers says they have marijuana stores with drive-throughs here in Michigan all over the place. Now, I've not seen that here in Maryland, Pastor. Marijuana stores with drive-throughs. That's not here in Maryland yet, but I'm sure it's coming. But here's another pastor, y'all, a pastor in Detroit, Michigan, who is saying, wait a minute, how you gonna have a drive-through for something that, too many people are still locked up because of? Here is Gretchen Tone, one of the members of Pleasant Hope, says, yes, decriminalize and reparations. Let her run. Come on now. Decriminalize and reparations. And thank you, Gretchen, for raising the issue of reparations, because yes, I agree with you on this issue. Reparations, I believe, as an ethical issue, as a political, as a legal issue, I think it needs to be addressed. And I think with respect to decriminalization, it's an abolition issue. I am learning and studying more and more about abolition. And as a budding abolitionist, I am not going to go along with continuing to strengthen the carceral state in this country. As a student, as a baby abolitionist, I recognize that to decriminalize marijuana and cannabis is to contribute to taking a brick out of the wall of the carceral state and out of the prison industrial complex. Absolutely. Maddie Sullivan says, in Florida too, and it's legal to grow for medical purposes. I didn't know that. Well, I knew it was legal in Florida. I didn't know it was legal to grow. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. We cannot have all these states in the country where marijuana and cannabis is legal and still have people locked up. There needs to be some reparations for this. There needs to be some accounting for what the war on drugs, what it really was: a war on Black people, a war on brown people, a war on poor people. And there needs to be some amends for this. Absolutely. Here's another. Dr. Jamie Eady says big money is being made, but not by Black and brown people. Absolutely. Big money is being made but not by Black and brown people. Yeah. So we need to continue to raise our voices here. And Valerie Key says it is legal in states until it becomes legal federally. It is still illegal where the government has left it up to the states. Absolutely. Yeah. And I know there are a number of advocacy groups and organizers and activists that are working at every level. But yes, the federal level is that would really just seal it for the nation. And I know there are some that are leaning on the Biden administration to take steps forward. And I've heard, I think it's called the MORE Act. If somebody can find it real quick, it's called the MORE, M-O-R-E Act. The MORE Act, I believe I saw, is one of the pieces of legislation that helps to get some positive movement on the federal level with respect to marijuana. There are plenty of people. There are people in jail on 3 strikes for marijuana. For marijuana, yeah. So y'all, from a legal position, yes, there's some action needs to be taken. From a legislative advocacy position, absolutely. From a political position, yes. But also as people of faith, I just want to stress that it's Sunday morning. It's Pastor Brown. I'm at Pleasant Hope Baptist Church. So from a spiritual and ethical position as well, I think it is important. Thank you. Thank you so much. Look, hey, y'all, here's the, thank you, Dr. Edie. There's the link, y'all. There's the link. Go check out and read more on the MORE Act. Go check that out. Go check that out. Pastor Lawrence says tax money from cannabis sales should go straight to reparations for slavery and mass incarceration. I mean, it would make sense from it makes sense. It makes sense. That proposal, I think, makes a lot of sense. But as people of faith, I mean, I just look forward to us continuing to grow. For those who are watching and who are people of faith, who are of whatever religion, particularly for those of us who are in the church, I look forward to us really becoming more and more fluent with how we discuss marijuana, how we discuss cannabis, how we discuss these issues from a faith position and perspective. That it is important that on the issues that were raised, for instance, mass incarceration of human beings in cages, that we are able to make the connection and the tie between mass incarceration, the founding pillars of our faith, through the power of the scriptures that speak to liberation and freedom from beginning to the end of the book. Is talking about freedom. It's talking about healing. It's talking about growth. It's talking about a relationship with God. And nothing of the prison industrial complex accomplishes that. Nothing of the nothing of the carceral state accomplishes what it is that we preach about, sing about, and hold as dear to the constructs of our faith identities. And so what that means for me is that this issue of the criminalization of marijuana and cannabis, it is an affront to my understanding of God's highest intent for humanity. The prison industrial complex is an offense to my understanding of what I believe to be God's highest desire and dream for us as a society. And that throwing human beings in cages does nothing to provide healing and wholeness. And in fact, and I'm gonna talk about this during my sermon just a little bit, but even with respect to Bill Cosby being freed from prison, there's a connection and tie there too. The prison industrial complex is not serving us well in no regard. And we need to work together to create something better than what prison can do. Prison's not doing it. Prison not doing it in terms of holding accountable, promoting healing, and repairing, setting the pathway for the repair of relationships. And so there's a whole lot there too, but y'all, this is where we are on this position. And like I said, during my sermon today, I'm gonna talk about Cosby. I am not a rape apologist. I am not a sexual assault apologist. So you will not hear me coming to the defense of Bill Cosby. I ain't gonna do it. I can't defend it. It can't be defended. It can't be defended. We're in good conscience, I believe, anyway. And so I'll speak more about that a little bit today during the sermon. But yeah, I just wanted to put that up. Sha'Carri Richardson, you are still that girl, decriminalized. One last thing, y'all, before I go today, is I got to show you this, and then I'll be done, because it's time to get ready for church. Y'all still with me? For those of y'all who are in the Baltimore area, I got to show you something real quick. Because today after worship, we have something very special. So even if you're not coming to church, if you're in the Baltimore area, even if you're not coming to church, you might want to stop past the church today, like around 11:30 or so, right after church, right after worship. You might want to come through, because I got something special. Check that out. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? I don't know if you can see it. Wait a minute. Let me just. I don't know if you can see. Oh, man. These things are heavy and big. Hey, y'all. What's up? Today, after worship, Pastor Brown is selling watermelons. Big, sweet, seeded watermelons from Georgia, y'all. From Georgia. I got watermelons today. My pickup truck is full of watermelons. And right after worship today, seeded, sweet, Georgia watermelons, right in time for your family gatherings, right in time for your weekend festivities. Come get you a sweet seeded watermelon. I have a limited supply, but if you're in the Baltimore area, come on through and get a little something, something, y'all. For those of y'all who are new, some of y'all like, what in the world? Who is this guy talking about all this stuff? Some of y'all who are new, because we got a lot of people following us who are new now. We a different kind of church and I'm a different kind of pastor, and I'm very passionate about food justice, Black food sovereignty, food security. God blessed us some years ago to found an organization called the Black Church Food Security Network, and we connect Black farmers and Black churches to create Black-led food systems around the country, anchored by Black churches. And so I'm very passionate about this. We've been connecting our congregation and community with nutrient-rich food for a good 11 years now. We even have a garden. I don't want to walk all the way over to our garden because I don't know if my Wi-Fi will hold, but food justice is really important here to this church, to the people that worship here, to this community. So y'all, I have seeded watermelons, sweet, big. You see how big this is? I got to put it down. It's hurting my hand. Lord have mercy. I got sweet, big, juicy watermelons with the seeds, y'all. Please, I love you too much to have y'all out here eating seedless watermelon. I love you too much to have you out here eating seedless watermelon. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is not the will of God for your life. You come and get a real watermelon with seeds in it from me or somebody. I don't know. Call your cousins down the country and stuff. But yeah, y'all, that's what it is. Seeded watermelon right here. I'm right out front the church, right out front Pleasant Hope Baptist Church. There it is. And yeah. Look, Pastor Lawrence, you ain't lying. For those of you who do not know, look up Vernon Johns. Look up Vernon Johns. Actually, yeah, he has Jones, but look up Johns. Vernon Johns is one of the patron saints and patron ancestors of my life. I think he was right. I think Reverend Albert Clegg was right. All these Black preachers who over the years talked about the necessity of Black people being able to feed themselves, I think they were right. And history proves they were right. Look at us now in our communities. We're begging grocery stores to come to our communities. We are dealing with physical and health issues at a disproportionate rate. We're depending on charity for a basic human need and right. Vernon Johns was right. He called it in 1950s. In the 1950s, he called it. In the 1960s, Reverend Albert Clegg called it. They called it. These Black preachers and these Black religious leaders, Bishop Ida Robinson, one of the first Black women bishops in the country, if not the first. In the 1900s, they were saying it. They were trying to ring the bell and say, look, Black people, if you don't know how to feed yourself, if you don't control your own food sources, we're going to be in a world of trouble. They were saying this, y'all. I've read their records. I've read their sermons. I've dug up their archives. They were saying we are going to be sick and we are going to be in a position where we are begging for what we need. They were prophets. They called it. Now here we are. And so I'm trying to do my part because I believe them. I believe they were right. So I'm trying to do my part now as a pastor to connect our church and other churches with Black farmers, with Black land, and have our own food systems around the country. And so please check out the Black Church Food Security Network. Follow us online there. You can check out the movie. Sister Denise, good morning. She said, I love the movie about his life. Go look up the Vernon Johns story. You can watch the whole movie on YouTube, I think. The Vernon Johns story. Go check it out. And yes, appreciate the movie, but then also let's see ourselves as the extension of the movie. We the sequel to the movie. We could be the sequel to the movie, y'all. Let's write the next chapter so that our babies don't have to be begging for food or for water. Y'all see what's going on? They got a fire in the middle of down there in the Gulf. They got a fire going on from a broken oil oil pipeline that busted. Now there's a fire in the middle of the ocean. The rising water tides, the glaciers are melting. Y'all, racial capitalism and violence is killing this country, killing the world. And yes, as Brian said, we want to be a part of the solution. Let's be a part of the solution. Everybody on London Street in Portsmouth, Virginia had a vegetable garden when I was growing up. Yeah, going back to that kind. And matter of fact, speaking of that, this coming Saturday, we have a beginner gardener workshop happening right here at our church. Brian or somebody, y'all put the address to the church so people can know where to come. This Saturday at 9 a.m., meet me right here. We'll teach you how to grow your own food. It's a beginner gardener class. We're going to talk about composting. We'll do some planting. We'll do some harvesting. We'll do some weeding together. But right here this Saturday at Pleasant Hope Baptist Church, we will do that as well. And I want to help more people learn how to grow their own food. Even those of y'all who kill everything you grow. You kill everything you try to grow. I'm going to show you some stuff. I'm going to help you so you can start growing your own food. All right. All right, y'all. Let me go get ready for church today. Starts at 10 o'clock. Thank you for those who have RSVP'd and are coming. I really do miss my church family. And I'm loving seeing y'all every day, even for those who are not coming. Thank you, Brian. There's the address, 430 East Belvedere Avenue, Baltimore, 21212. You can come this Saturday at 9 a.m. I will teach you how to grow your own food. All right, we're going to take baby steps, because I'm no expert. I've been doing it for a while, but the land has taught me that anybody who's smart knows that you're always learning how to grow food. It's not like you just get it and you're expert. I'm a baby grower, but I know a thing or two. I love to teach you a thing or two as well. All right. And for those who got some time today, come to the church again. We got watermelons. Let me get it because I like doing it this way with the sun is on me. We got watermelons today, y'all. Seeded sweet watermelons today at 11:30. Meet me here. I want to personally give you your watermelon. We're doing wholes and halves. Whole is 8, half is 5. Some of y'all are already saying, I can get it cheaper at Walmart. Yeah, but Walmart don't do business with black farmers. I can get it cheaper at Target. Yeah, you can. But Target and them, they don't do business with black farmers. They're not advancing justice. They're not advancing economic justice in the black community. And so I'm asking you to make an investment. $8 for a whole big old watermelon. Oh, Lord have mercy, that thing's so heavy. $5 for a half with the seeds in it. All right. Come get these watermelons, y'all. 11:30 right here at 430 East Belvedere Avenue. Even if you're not coming to church, come through, get a watermelon, or just come through and say what's up. Some of y'all, I ain't seen y'all in a long time. I'm trying to wonder, do you still go to this church? Are you still a member here? Am I still your pastor? If I'm still your pastor and you got the time today and you in the area, just come through and say what's up. Outside. You ain't got to come in the building. Come outside and say hello. I need to see your face. I miss y'all. All right, let's go and get ready to get on up out of here. Dr. Jamie, you will be here soon. Preaching, teaching, sharing, singing. You've been such a support, and I appreciate you so much. Here's my Sister Kimberly. Hey, Sister Kim, God bless you. God bless you, Kim Harrison. God bless you, y'all. We grew up, little known Black history fact. We grew up on the same block, West Baltimore, Emerson Avenue. She taught me how to do like jacks and all the little, like the games the girls play. Took my boyfriend to the candy store. He bought me ice cream. He bought me cake. Yeah, Kim and her sister and all the girls on the block taught me all them little songs. They were some of my first teachers. Who else is in here? Hey, man, Brother Nathan, service will not be live streamed today. We're still tightening up on the technology. So we won't have live stream service. We will do a recap video at the end of service, though. So stay tuned for that. We are hopeful that within the next week or two, we'll be back live streaming the service. So we look forward to that. Brian says, black farmers to black hands and back to the community. It's a cycle. Come on, Brian. That's right. It's a cycle. Let's just keep the cycle going. Real watermelons. God made fruit with seeds in it. Come on, Sister Maddie. You preaching. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. All right. So, y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to go out like I came in. This is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. That the Lord has made. Oh, I will rejoice. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And be glad. Oh, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Oh, this is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. God bless you, y'all. I pray you have a wonderful day today. Y'all keep on spreading the news, spreading the word. Give some love, some hope, some joy today. Enjoy yourself and enjoy time with others as it is safe to do so. And for those who are in the Baltimore area, come holler at your pastor, brother, friend, cousin, your boy. Come see me, all right? Right here at Pleasant Hope. In the back, after worship, rather, right after worship, we'll have seeded watermelons. It'll just be a good time, man, hanging out together, just enjoying each other while we can. You know what I'm saying? So love and appreciate y'all. God bless you, Sister Claudia. God bless you, Sister Maddie, and the rest of you who are watching. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I pray to see you very, very soon. As my grandfather, Bishop Heber Brown Sr. would say, reach for the stars. And if you can't get a star, grab hold to the sun. But if you miss that sun, don't you come down without the moon. God bless you, y'all. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. I'll see you next time. Wait a minute, I'm gonna show you this real quick. Y'all know what this is? Elderberries. Next time I'm gonna talk about the fact that we are growing elderberries in the front yard of our church. And we're gonna be doing medicine making later this year. We're gonna make our own elderberry syrup. I'll tell you that later. God bless you, y'all. Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I'll see you next time right here, same time, same place, here at Pleasant Hope Baptist Church. God bless and see you soon.